Welcome back to Frostpunk. In the last episode we did some preparations for the storm, which is incoming in just 2 days. And I messed up this road here because of my pedantism. I wanted it to be straight going into the city, and that means that our warehouses out here, or resource storages, are currently inactive. Hopefully they'll build that little road tidbit up there. And yeah. Food, that might be nice to have more of, so I'm thinking that we should consider building an industrial hothouse today, since these guys will be back very soon with steam cores. Then again, I don't think we've researched them, so there is that. Food, we have not. So, how many workers do we have? 23 idle workers. I think that we should build another hunter's hangar right away then, because we need more than 70 food. We need quite a bit of food. Admittedly, we will be able to hunt again the day after the storm, because the storm is going to last just 1 day, unlike in the A New Home scenario where it lasts for 7 or 10 days. So it is a bit more forgiving here, but we definitely do need the food, regardless. So, first of all though, this road. I removed the one that was there and set up a new one. Storm on the horizon. A storm has appeared on the horizon. It will reach our city in the next couple of days. We have to call back all of our scouts and prepare for the deadly cold. Now, the storm is kind of nastier on the Endless, because in A New Home you get it from one angle. Here it is circling in on us, so we're kind of like in the eye of the storm right now. You can see the storm is out here at the fringes everywhere in a circle. So yeah, I don't think we will be able to do much more exploring. We'll probably get that point, perhaps that point, but after that I'm going to have to recall this scout. We will get this point, but I don't think I will dare send him off, or this scout unit off to anything down here, because then they are most definitely going to die. If they're caught in the storm, they're dead. Basically, that's it. Now, if someone would go up there and build that road, I would be most pleased. And the Scouts Unit number 2 have returned safely to the city. Can we send them out somewhere? That is too far away. I don't think... Yeah, no, there is really no point. By the time they're out there, it's going to be too late anyways, so we may as well just disband this unit. Maybe they'll go build the road. Someone has to build that road. We have, yeah, more cruel storms. Judging by the forecasts, the weather will only get worse, and storms threaten to cut off our city from necessary resources. On the other hand, storms can uncover new places, which they do. Our wood storage is full, which probably means that it is a good idea to build a couple more resource depots for that. I feel that this location up here is an okay-ish location to build these small storages. Maybe if I build more roads up here. Oh, they did build that little road tidbit, but there's a small gap there that I didn't add. We can remove that part. Can build a road like that. And there are people on the way out there. Going to build. Great. Simon Stubb and Eli Stanley. Everything is fine. That's their biggest concern. If that's your biggest concern, that's worrying. And there's a storm incoming, and your biggest concern is that everything is fine. Ah, thank you. We have our storage back. Our coal reserves are full. We've researched the sawmill range extension. That's very nice. I think we should use all this wood to start building up the tents into houses, actually. But let's get the resource depot upgrade. Then we can get the large resource depot as well. How many spare beds do we have? 50. So we can build up 5 houses at a time. I doubt that we'll be able to finish all of these tents or tent upgrades by the time the storm is coming, but we'll at least start with it. There is no reason not to. It's not like we have little wood. Anything but, to put it mildly. When this turns 1430, we should add workers to this hangar here. This... oh wow. Right, the hunters really brought back enough food today. We probably didn't need this, actually. But, just to be on the safe side. $14.30. It's just to give them time to get down there and actually get into the preparing. Because they have things to do first, like building and eating and stuff like that. That's one of those done. We can put that to coal. That one we can put to food. And that should also massively help, as the resource depots will now store 50% more. Let's get the large resource depot next. We have a total capacity of 2,419 coal. 3,600 coal. 750 wood, 300 steel, 300 raw food, and 1,200 food rations. But that should be fine. I want to set one of these to be steel. The final one we'll put to coal. That's a lot of flying hunters going off, which is good. We need... oh. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if this is enough steam level for minus 40. We definitely need this one tomorrow. That's critical. United by faith. Sir, we're holding an evening of prayer this afternoon. Plenty of people are here. They're praying, but also talking and laughing. I haven't seen anything this heartening in our city for a long time. It has really brought the community together. I'm glad to hear that. We have very low hope. Why? Let's do a sermon. Did I get the... yeah, I think I've built the shrines as well. We should get the temple. But getting the Faith Keepers, that's probably more important than the temple. So the Faith Keepers first, then the temple. And I don't expect that we're going to go into the public penance and the final laws. I don't want to install myself as some kind of religious dictator here. It's really not necessary on this map. Scouts have reached the frozen hulk. Yeah, now you can see the storm is... let's just grab this. And I don't think we're gonna go there, because that's gonna take 1 day, 1 hour. So we're just gonna go home. And these guys... this is getting a little bit too close for comfort. And it's 6 hours until you're done. So you guys, you have to go home. Otherwise you're gonna die. We don't want that. The houses take a long time to build. We can just move on and build another one. Let's keep them active during the night as well with building. Cool, about a day. Should be fine though. That's 2 houses done. Let's just move on and upgrade more of them. That's another one done. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to see 5 of these at all times. I also need to consider that I need steel for the research of the generator thing. And that's gonna cost us 25. Then again, they're soon going to start working in the mines again. Morning is incoming. Okay, so we can build 3 more. We can sign a new law. So that means we're going to sign... Wait, we might actually need... No, we do have a care house. Extra rations for the ill would not be a bad idea, though. That is 1 day, 12 hours. No, I think we're going to go with the Faith Keepers. 1 day, 12 hours as well. And I don't know if we can build that right away. No, that's 40-40. We need the steel. It's getting colder. How bad is it? It is bad enough that we should turn this on. We need to turn the heater on here. And here and here. And we can turn that one on. And we need to turn on heaters in those 2 as well. And we should be good. 19 hours left of coal. And for the day, all of the workers in all of our flying hunters are going to be building. So they are going to get to sleep at night for a change, because they will not be able to go out on any kind of hunting tomorrow. The crater is going to be more or less frozen shut. That is the crater we're in. Now we also want to build those Faith Keepers. And I'm a bit uncertain whether I want to build them. One thing that we need is... we need a road going down here. But I'm a bit miffed about that, to be honest. I think... The annoying thing here is that since the road isn't going to be uniform, the steam hub is going to overlap needlessly. But never mind, we will build it like this, and then let's have a look here. These shrines do not affect... Yeah, we seem to have shrines at it. Oh, we don't have one out here. We should build a shrine out here. What we do need primarily is a steam hub. think there should be good. And let's build a couple more. Well, let's build that shrine out there because we need that. And then we can build a couple more houses. 1, 2, 3. That should be good. People living in the tents are not going to be happy with the storm. That's for certain. Large resource depot researched. We need generator power upgrade 2. We also need more medical posts. These are going to be temporary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think we're going to build a couple more. Let's build 6 of them, so that we can accommodate 40 patients. Because no matter how warm I have it during the storm, it is still going to be problematic. If we don't finish this tech, I'm going to have to use 24-hour shift on one of these, which will probably lead to a death or two, but better that than half the city growing ill because it is cold or even freezing in the houses, or very cold, freezing. Coal mines will still be working during the storm, so I'm not very worried about our situation with coal. Food was the most important thing to get up, and that one has been solved rather nicely by all these flying hunters. We only have 18 engineers available, so we are going to have to take some engineers from other buildings for the medical tents or medical posts. And I think also we want to get infirmaries. I usually don't use infirmaries, but on this specific level I definitely do want to use infirmaries. We can turn off the heater in here and here now, because that new steam hub should be sufficient for heating. Yeah, that's definitely plenty of heating. I'm not too worried about these because they're not going to be manned anyway during the storm. I'll just leave these workers out for building purposes. Long hours of toil, go away. Deal with it. You have no choice. The kitchen staff is done, so we may as well take those out of their workplaces, which gives us a couple more engineers. Generator power upgrade 2 has been researched. We don't need it to go to level 3 just yet. Now I think we want to get the steam hub efficiency upgrade. Well, I don't think we're going to complete that before the storm hits us, but that's not a... Wait. 9 hours. We need improved heaters. I don't think we can finish it before the storm starts, but we can finish it during the storm. Some of these buildings do not have steam hubs and are completely dependent upon the heater. These two and this one, so that is actually critical. Otherwise we are going to have to de-man these buildings during the storm. D-man, that's a new funky word. Unman, I guess, would be more appropriate, but D-man, that works. Let's build a couple more houses. We can build 3 of them. And we have enough steel as well, so... I'm actually quite impressed by the progress that we're doing on housing, because I didn't expect us to be able to get this many houses before the storm comes. We might actually use the storm to finish all of them. We're running in a small surplus of coal. That's another house done. Are you guys bringing back steel? That's going to be handy. Okay, so medical posts are now being completed, so we will staff them. And we have enough to staff them all and retain our research. Well, almost. Do we have any other engineers somewhere? Oh. Ah, yes, we do. We have engineers working out here. Let's take 2 of those. Actually, take all of them. Put regular workers in. And we'll man these posts with engineers. Or rather with engineers. I mean, my language skills are not exactly perfect today, it would seem. My brain seems to be having certain issues with certain words and phrasings and so forth. This temple, we might actually finish all of the houses we need. We just need these. We need 5 more houses after these are done, and we actually have houses for everyone. Just the 5 remaining tents. I don't know if they will prefer living in houses, or if they will prefer living close to their workplace, but I assume that they will prefer living in houses. These are almost done home, so we should have enough steel to build all of them. Or if I hit the right thing there. And the scouts are home, so let's disband that unit. And then we can build 2 more houses. Oh, wow, we are actually going to have enough houses for everyone during the storm. I did not expect that at all. And those have returned, so we need to disband them as well. And that means everyone is safely home, and everyone will have a house to live in. Huh. This one should be set to work at specific hours. We don't need this to be on 24 hours. This one too. At least for now. Could use a bit more hope. Let's do some evening prayers. Improved heaters researched. Excellent. Then we can get the steam hub efficiency upgrade. 10 minutes left. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's leave the temperature dropping. There we go. Now we have a lot of buildings that are too cold. I assume that nobody is living in these tents anymore. Good. Now we need to turn on heaters aplenty here. We're going to be burning coal like crazy. Kitchens don't need the heaters on because there's not going to be anyone working there. Okay, so these are too cold. We need to take the workers out. We can also turn off the heaters then. Or wait, are they too cold? It's a steam saw. Ah, I've forgotten to do that. So it isn't too cold with the heaters. It's going to be cold. They might get ill. But this one will be very cold, so that's not tolerable. Yep. That should be good. The best I can do. Of course, I forgot to do that. That will make kind of a difference here. Let's wait until that's done and see what that leaves us at. Boom. Pause. Do we need this then? Yes, we do. Because that doesn't affect the heaters. So I think we can turn off the heaters out here again. No, I don't want them to be working in chilly conditions. I might... I have to look at the coal situation now. We're consuming nearly 4,000. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Probably isn't. Let's turn this one off. Turn this one off. Send these workers home. Actually don't need to turn it off. Sending the workers out anyways. These are critical. I need to be conservative here with the coal. For now, we don't need all of these medical tents, so we may as well just shut a couple of them completely off. Illness probably won't happen until evening. Yeah, that looks good. These icicles dropping from the roof. I wish I could look up there. It would have been cool to see the storm from down here. Hours left. How much are we using now? 3,000? We should be good, I think, because they're producing coal as well. That is a thing that I can actually consider. We can have flying hunters in this row, because I think the flying hunters fit nicely in here. Yeah, they do. We can have 2 more of those. Then again, I probably will have some industrial hothouses when we get that research, but we don't need to build that now. What I am thinking that we should build, though, is coal thumper. I need to look careful. If we build a coal thumper there, that looks silly. Go away. Resource depot? No, I didn't need a gathering post. If I have 2 gathering posts here, and a coal thumper here, and then, yeah, that's perfect actually. Yep, good. And we need to put these on. Full shifts. I don't think they're going to be ready until the day is over. That will help with the gold situation, though. We are also going to get the generator efficiency upgrade. That should seriously... Yeah, that was like 600 less coal. What's the temperature going to be like in here? Cold. Yeah, so we have to have the heaters on. It's not a lot of coal that you're producing there per hour. But it's fine. Let's turn on one of each of these. And we should now be in the green. I doubt the workers are going... Oh, they actually did get there in time. That was unexpected. That's not what I meant to do. Book of Laws. Purpose. Let's get the temple. We have 2 days and 11 hours left to build the Faith Keepers. Not sure where I'm going to build them. We'll figure that out. Generator efficiency upgrade complete. That puts us down to 527, so that didn't really do much at all. Now let's get the heater efficiency upgrade. And I do think we have enough to build the... no, we do not have enough steel to build a steam hub out there. I'll have to wait until tomorrow. But at least nobody's going to freeze. We only have 5 people who are ill. Also surprising. Then again, let's see what that turns into now when it turns midnight. Expect it to become more than 5. Okay, so we're good so far. Six, 8, 9. Okay, so we're gonna have to turn on 2 of them. 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, that's not bad. I'm quite happy with that, actually. Much better than I expected. But then again, finishing all the houses definitely did make a major impact. If I hadn't been able to do that, we would have been in much worse... in this... or this would have been a much worse situation. Tear down these again. And I don't know if this is where I want to have the coal thumpers. That was basically a crisis solution. But I don't think that we want to have them there. So let's tear these down again. Yes, I know that was an inefficient use of resources. Down to 30 again. We can go down to steam level 2 then. And we can also take a look at the heaters. We can put people back in here. Do we need the heater on there? No, we don't. I want workers back out here. Temporary hazard. Oh. Geesh. Animal migration. The worsening weather has caused the game animals to seek shelter in new places. Until the hunters can find a new habitat in which to hunt, they will be bringing in 90% less raw food. And that's going to last for 6 days. Right. Never mind that. Abort. We need the hothouse now. We have about a day left of rations. Yeah, these random events are, let's just call them rough. New settlement spotted. Sir, our scouts reports the discovery of another settlement. Should send them there to see if it's inhabited. If there are other people there, they might have access to resources that we need. Speaking of which, we should re-establish our scouts. So we have the hot springs. And new scout unit, we can send that to the empty snow hut. And another scout unit, which we can send to the wind-blown forest. And until the coal pile there has been depleted, we are going to leave these gatherers up. But now we have an excess of workers that I can't use for anything. Oh well, let's get that Faith Keepers building up and running. Yeah, I can build it like that, so that's not too shabby. It will have room for 2 more houses up there. Yeah, let's build the Faith Keepers there. The temple, on the other hand, is a bit bigger, so it doesn't really help to turn that around. But it does cover 2 rows. We're building it out here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We need to wait until we have less than 10 patients. Build some medical posts over here, but I'd rather not, to be honest. Another thing that I think we should do is build a road. Is the road right? Yeah, it is this road. So we should build a road like this. Wow, actually, let's build a road like that. Would be helpful to have the infirmaries, because I think I want to collect the infirmaries in this region here. And let's man the Faith Keepers. They have been established, and I've proved that I follow through on my promises. Hope rises. We have our first little procession. With the Faith Keepers, we can do a nighttime procession, which will lower the discontent, but we don't really need that. The only thing we need is more hope. Hothouse researched. Let's just go right on to an industrial hothouse. There might be room for 2 of those here. Let me just see how big the hothouse is. Yeah, there will be actually perfect room for 2 of them there. Which means we should just build a road going like that. Wait. Did I do that correctly? Yep, I did. Food for the hungry. Sir, our Faith Keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It is quite big, so they plan to distribute it amongst people in need. But perhaps you'd like it to be used another way? We can get hope, or we can lose hope and get 100 food rations. We will do this. The hungry will be fed, because the keepers have the right idea. This is a little bit of hope as well. Good. And we're below 10 patients, so let's tear that down. We have about a day left of rations. You know what? I think we just... This is a bit of an annoying situation. Okay, we need a steam hub here, and then a steam hub there. Then we do need to build 2 of these basic hothouses as well. And even getting 3 of them here, so that's perfect actually. Because we're going to be completely dependent upon hothouses. How much do these produce? 30 raw food per day. Now when we get the industrial hothouse, that produces 60 raw food per day. We might as well, we have enough workers, we might as well just build all 5 of them. I don't remember how much the... you see, up to 45, so the flying hunters are actually better than the industrial hothouse until we get the hothouse selection. Be that as it may though, we need food. And these all need to be set to extended shifts. And we need to put workers in them as well. Industrial hothouse has been researched. Let's get the hothouse. Don't think we actually need the hothouse installation. Get the medical post upgrade instead. Workers in here, workers in here, and workers in here. Can do a nighttime procession to remove this discontent. And we can also do a sermon to increase the hope a little bit. We have any heaters on that doesn't need to be on? Yes, we do. Plenty of those actually. Why are these so cold? Oh, because there's no one working there. Yeah, we don't need that on then. Out here, we should turn this on. Scouts have reached the wind-blown forest. The deadly cold and stormy winds have felled almost all trees in this forest. Cracked wood. Many trees have cracked from the cold and their wood has limited usefulness. We'll take what we can. Sites discovered Mace Rock and Desolate Valley. 105 wood. Go to the Desolate Valley. And we do have workers in here. Good. Less than a day of rations left. We need 5 more steam cores. We'll find that out in the Frostland. This one is done, and this one is done. I'm thinking we can build one of those large resource depots now. I think we want to build a road that follow it. And since it is now turning into a new day, I think that this would be a good time to wrap up this episode. But we first have to do this. This is one of those exploration spots. So we found Cliffside Path, an abandoned campsite. Let's go to the abandoned campsite. There we go. We have a new law to sign as well. There's a lot of things going on here when I want to wrap up the episode. So, public penance and righteous denunciation, those will be going too far, so we will not sign those. What we will then sign is the extra rations for the ill law. And with that, thank you all so much for joining me in this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.